So speaking of education, you said you dug something up.
Absolutely. If you want to pull up Mr. DJ Reckless here, the article we found by Elon Musk where he talked about education, and he made a comparison of, I'll start reading and I'll be pulling it up here. He made association with education and said, keep going down to the third one, where he basically said, the analogy I use sometimes is, have you seen Batman, the Christopher Nolan movie, right? Phenomenal movie. And then he says it's pretty freaking awesome. But then the analogy he uses is, you've got incredible special effects, great script, multiple takes, amazing actors, and great sound. It's very engaging, but if you were instead say, okay, even if you have the same script, but you have to only pull actors, editors, shooters, and stuff like that from your local environment, right? So instead of finding the best actors in the world, the best editors, the best cinematographers, the best directors, the best producers, you're putting all of this and saying, okay, we're now making this movie. We'll take the same script, so the content is the same, but instead of going worldwide or US wide, we're going to make The Dark Knight Rises Oakland Park edition. So now we need to find only the best people within Oakland Park, which is where we're located right here, and we're going to find a way to make this. Is the movie as good as the movie is when they pull together the talent from all over the world and find the best people?
Yeah, I think the argument of education there is hiding underneath. And there needs to be two sides to it. Number one, there needs to be standard for education, because like it or loathe it, you know, your ACT and your SAT is what most colleges still are looking for. Some of them say, no, we're going to look at all these other things, your GPA and relative class rank. Yeah, that's some. But the vast majority are still looking for your SAT or an ACT. And so you need to be educating kids so that they can pass those tests. You can't leave out some part of composition development and then have them be able to be ready for 80% of the verbal side of the SAT, but not that. So there does need to be standards that says, hey, all these things need to be taught so you're ready for your ACT, SAT, and to go to college. And also what you might call is just a well-rounded primary K-12 education.
No, absolutely.
So you do need some standards there. But on the other hand, do you need at the national level meddling in everything? So locally, people could execute it. But I think what he's getting to is, could local people come together and determine what all the standards are going to be that on a national basis to determine college entrance and other criteria? No, I don't think so. But should the Department of Education stay out of everything so they can execute locally, and private schools can do what private schools do, public schools can do what public schools do, charter schools can do what charter schools? Yeah, I think so. But those are local actors and actresses called teachers that understand their market, their demographics, and what they're faced with. So I think that part of the argument maybe falls a little bit, because I do think that the local teachers understand local challenges in the local market. But on a national level, there's got to be a standards body. It's like speed limit. Speed limits need to be measured the same way everywhere.
You can't have somebody teaching 40% of the curriculum and then others teaching 15% of it. So it makes sense. I also think maybe the 80-20 principle here of having it 80% standardized, where it's a distinct of what's being covered, and then having 20% kind of play into role with the specific teachers that know the market, or maybe you're in a place where there's more emphasis on certain things depending on what the main drivers of the industry is in those places.
Perfect.